No, I'm not a big, tall man on horseback who you would normally see out here, but all of those gentlemen are otherwise occupied this weekend, and therefore they've entrusted me, Lady Amy, to entertain you as your mistress of ceremonies for the joust. Trust me, I've never jousted, I just married a knight, so I've seen a lot of it. We hope you're all enjoying your day so far with us, and it will only get better as we bring out two brave knights onto this field to battle for your entertainment. Trust me, they're brave, and then they're also the other thing that we don't say out loud. Loud hue and cry for the brave, the honorable Sir Carlos Dolce! Sir Carlos rides his beautiful new horse to us, named Faire. Give him your voices, my lords and ladies! Trust me, he's roasting more than you guys are. Let's bring out his competitor from Colorado, riding his beautiful horse named Cyrus, the brave, the suave, the debonair. Raise your voices, my friends, for Sir Andrew Soler! What do you think, my lords and ladies, of your knights? And I'm sure your voices will grow even stronger the more they perform for you. But before we get to any of our games or even the joust, we first must observe a knightly tradition.
But my lady, this is a family show.
Knightly, Sir Andrew, with a K. I'm not exactly sure what you do down in Colorado. This one we can do in public, don't worry. Before battle or tournament, back in the old days, knights would go among their ever-adoring and cheering crowd and search for them one queen of love and beauty, to which they would then favor them with a rose. And they would then fight for their lady's honor, or perhaps even die for them in battle.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no dying today. Our insurance doesn't cover that. Thanks. But if you, my friends, would like to be favored by a knight this weekend, jump up and down, scream, cheer, let them know you love them. Could be your only chance. Unless you decide that you want to stick around for the next joust, of course. All right. The knights are seeking their perfect favors. I see Sir Carlos has found a lovely favor. And Carlos, who is your favor today?
Samantha.
For Sir Carlos, the beautiful Princess Samantha! And, oh, goodness
My friends,
gracious.
she's gonna need some encouragement. So with me, teeth, teeth, teeth.
Oh. She's married. And not to him.
Don't worry,
You're not getting a green card that way. Sorry, Sir Andrew. Try for someone who's not married next show, okay? All right, my friends. Favors have been chosen, honor has been met. I think it's time we warm up our horses and warm up the knights. Warm up your voices a little bit more because, well, if you cheer more, the harder these guys are going to hit each other for your sick and twisted enjoyment. That's really how it works. That's right, you bloodthirsty savages out here in Orangeville. All right, but before we get to the jousting, we are going to warm up the knights and warm up the horses with a series of games. Our first game is going to be a combination game where the knights are going to ride down the list at speed, trying to capture rings out of the bare hands of our brave ground crew. Let's give a round of applause to our squires out here. Because trust me, these guys can't get into their armor by themselves. After they've captured a couple of rings on their spears, they are going to turn the spears around to the pointy end and try to toss it into a target. We have targets out here on our lovely hay bales. They've been painted with 3 rings. The black ring worth 2 points, the white ring versus 3 points, and of course, if they manage to get a bullseye, that's 5 points. So let's see who can accumulate the most points, and whoever does, well, will be nice and toss you a handful of gold. Who wants gold? Why do you guys always cheer louder when we say we're going to pay you? That's all right. Sir Andrew stands ready. Who thinks Sir Andrew is going to win our first game? Give him your voices, my friends, as he charges down the lane. 1 ring. 2 rings. Nope, only 1 ring. Oh, where is that, squire? One ring. 2 rings, and that's in the white. So 5 and 4, that's... Did you go to night school? 5 and 4, that's 9 points for Sir Andrew! Well done, my lord, well done. Now, of course, time for the competition. Who thinks Sir Carlos can best the score of 9? Oh yeah, you guys have woken up. All right, then as he rides down the lane, my lords and ladies, give him your voices. One ring. Woo! Where is that? All right, this should be an easy sweep unless he misses everything. All right, my lords and ladies, here goes Sir Carlos for his second run. Give him your voices. 1 ring. And in the white. In the white, the first game goes to Sir Carlos. Sir Carlos will collect his winnings and share them with his ever-adoring, cheering crowd. But of course... Who's our voluntold today? Oh, poor Siren. She's our newest squire and therefore is our voluntold. We're going to, instead of cutting off dear Siren's head, because slightly illegal and good help is hard to find, we are going to place a helmet on Squire Siren's head, and the knights are going to charge down the list and attempt to cut a large, ginormous apple off the top of her head without hitting Siren in the head and turning her into a vegetable. Give him your voices! top or off the bottom? Well, he shaved it. He's being nice. Left a decent amount there. Oh, but look at that potato chip. Woo! Just to prove it, it is sharp, that sword. All right, I'm going to give Sir Carlos an opportunity to not hit Siren in the head today. All right, my lords and ladies, raise your voices in a big hue and cry. Let's see if Sir Carlos can do it. Whoa! Right in half. Very nicely done. I'm sorry, Sir Andrew. Sir Carlos for the second win. He had his Wheaties this morning. Yes, he did. But that's all right, because Sir Andrew is going to get back at it, I'm sure. Because you, my friends, didn't come here to see Squire games, did you? What did you come here to see? Do you want to see a joust? All right then, my friends. Let's have a joust. Knights are in plated suits of armor, and they are smooth. This is made to deflect our lances. Our lances are 11 foot long, and they are not scored, cut, or tampered with in any type of way. So every time they hit each other, it is actually with a full stick of wood. They're crazy, don't ask me why they do it, but hey, an extreme sport. Everybody's got a hobby. Now, the knights are adding a little bit more armor. You will notice Sir Andrew has added his helmet and another plate called the buff. This buff angles up and protects his neck and face from any strikes. The third plate that we are adding here is called the Grand Guard. Now, my friends, the Grand Guard is our target, and it's what the knights must strike to accumulate any points. It's about the size of a license plate. Yeah, they're crazy and slightly extreme. This is the most extreme style of jousting called Realgestick. It's a German word, which translated into English means hurts a lot. That's right, because the force of these two knights meeting in the center of the arena is, well, it is like getting into a car crash at least 50 kilometers an hour. I don't recommend trying it, but if you want to, you know, the highway's out that direction. So they are going to be hitting each other fully in the Grand Guard for your enjoyment. There is a point structure, of course, to the joust. One touch to the Grand Guard is a single point. A broken lance on the Grand Guard is 5 points. And of course, if the knight manages to unhorse his opponent, it is 10 points and possible victory should the other knight not be able to get back up and joust again. Remember, gentlemen, we have a second show, so please no killing each other the first go around. That's right. All right, so as I said, these lances are not cut or scored in any type of way. However, because of the large force of impact that these knights create in hitting each other, the lances can break into pieces and fly as far as you in the audience. You cheer, the harder they will hit and the better joust we will have. So, who wants to see a joust? All right, Sir Andrew is prepared. Sir Carlos, beep, 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 backing into the list. All right, my friends, get ready for the demolition derby of the... Here we go. As they charge down, give them your voices! Ooh. One touch for Sir Andrew there, and I believe One touch for Sir Carlos. All right, we've got a tie so far. 1-1. Who's gonna take it all? Is it going to be Sir Andrew? Is it going to be Sir Carlos? Who doesn't care, just wants to see them hit each other? All right, well then cheer them on as they ride down. Broken lance for Sir Andrew, 5 points. A touch for Sir Carlos, 1 point. Sir Andrew leading the way, but don't worry, Sir Carlos still has a few chances to bring it back. Come on, give them your voices, my friends. Oh! One for Sir Andrew. Not down there. Oh, low shot for Sir Carlos. One touch. Oh, that was low. That was low. The Knights have received. My friends, cheer them on to victory. Another broken lance for Sir Andrew. All right, my friends. We have one more lance for our knights. Yeah, we have one more lance for our knights. Shall we have one more pass, my friends? Let's see if we can knock somebody in the brain. All right, let's go. One more pass. One more pass. Sir Andrew stands ready. Sir Carlos has his lance. My friends, scream at the top of your lungs for your knights as they charge down the list. Oh! Big hits, but no broken lances. My friends, that's enough, I think. That's good. All right, my friends, the champion of our first joust today at the Headwater Medieval Festival is Sir Andrew Faire! That's right. Give him your voices, my friends, and of course, a great showing for Sir Carlos. My friends, how did you enjoy the jousting? Do you want to see more? Then come back at 4:30 when they do it all over again. Sir Carlos has a chance to get revenge on Sir Andrew. Now, if you want to take a ride on one of our beautiful war horses to see what it feels like to be one of the knights, you can line up down at the end of the field, right down there by the red shield that says Ride a Knight's War Horse, and for a $10 donation, can take a lap around the arena on one of our beautiful war horses. After we do our quick trebuchet demonstration, which of course, if you want to stick around and watch us hopefully fling a watermelon into the middle of the arena, should be kind of fun. We have broken lance pieces and swords up at the popcorn booth, again for $10. If you would like to get them signed by the knights will be coming out to the field to get their autographs. Once again, my lords and ladies, this is the end of our first joust. Second joust is at 4:30, but there's plenty to see and do here at the Headwater Medieval Festival. So stick around, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day with us.
Yeah, it's just warm. Grab the gauntlet, that man first. Holy cow! That's a good one.
my lovely squire Cody is setting up the trebuchet because, well, I can't do everything around here. I like to think I can, but I can't. That's right. This is a modern, well, no, it's medieval science. It uses centrifugal force, and this is why we do not stand in front of it or behind it, because the strap that the watermelon is in will actually swing up and wrap around the pole and potentially knock out whoever would be standing behind it. Also, if this misfires, it goes usually one of two directions, either straight up into the air or straight backwards. So you can imagine what would have happened to the armies when, you know, a trebuchet misfired in the medieval ages. Whoops. But that's not going to happen today, is it? No, it is not. All right, on the count of three, let's see how well we launch today, my friends. 3, 2, 1, let her rip. Woo! And there you are, medieval fruit salad.